Hello, and thank you for joining me with Midnight Wolf Tarot. My name's Elizabeth. Thank you for coming to check me out. We're going to do the sign of Aquarius for love and relationship. I did do a video for Aquarius earlier, but I decided just to make a different one for you guys. I felt like there was a particular message that was for a certain type of Aquarius out there. So we're going to give you guys a new video and see how this one turns out for you guys, okay? I already shuffled the deck for you guys, but I'll go ahead and do a couple shuffles on camera for you guys just so you can see that. And that's about it. Make sure to like, subscribe if you would like to donate to my channel, or if you would like a private reading. Everything's down in the description box below. There you go. And yeah, that's about it. So let's go ahead and get started. We'll start from a universe deck, okay? So this will be a direct message for you guys of what you need to kind of work on for yourselves, okay? So this is for Aquarius, December 2020 for love. Universe is for Aquarius, December 2020 for love. Any messages for Aquarius, December 2020 for love? Messages for Aquarius, December 2020 for love. Alright, let's see. What is there for you guys? Yeah, that last video, I felt it was this very particular. There's just something kind of going on with it, and I decided to make something different this time for you guys, okay? So let's see. My outer experiences are a reflection of my internal condition, okay? So, you know, again, with some of the Aquariuses that I was working with earlier, they were dealing with a lot of internal turmoil, and this could still be a very similar situation. You know, I could still be connecting with those Aquariuses, but you know, you can get past it and you can deal with what's going on. And for any other Aquariuses out there, you know, anytime that you have some inner conflict, you know, it can be dealt with, you know, and you just need to spend a little more time for yourself to, you know, focus on yourself a little bit more, okay? And you also have my happiness is a direct reflection of my level of faith in the universe. So this is kind of similar to what was pulled earlier as well. You know, there are certain Aquariuses out there that just don't have the faith. They don't have the faith. They don't have the faith that the universe actually has their back, that, you know, people have their back in situations, and people do, you know, you have to reach out, you have to communicate that there's a particular want or need that you need, okay? Because if you don't ask for help, you can't receive it, right? So you have to ask, okay? So Aquarius, December 2020 for love. Universe, what messages do you have for Aquarius, December 2020 for love? What messages do you have for Aquarius, December 2020 for love? What messages do you have for Aquarius, December 2020 for love? Alright, let's see. And again, this could be a direct message for you guys, things that you need to focus on for yourselves, or this could be more of a reflection of your relationship, but we'll see what cards come out, okay? And I have a few different ones here. I can get this in order. Maybe. Yeah, kind of similar, okay? So follow the golden rule, okay? And so that rule is to not just follow your ego, okay? Listen to your intuition. And that's, you know, again, it's a real thing. I discussed this in my Cancer video that I posted the other night, if you want to know a little more about that. But really, intuition's really a real thing, okay? It's not just like, you know, you feel like this little pull in your stomach. It's a real twisting motion, okay? And so you don't want to be in a sense of ego. You know, you want to kind of come out of the ego and focus more on your intuition. And in this situation, you need to do that, okay? And calm is not a weakness, okay? Remaining calm in any situation, if you're deciding not to react in a form of anger or anything like that with any particular situation that you're dealing with right now, that's a good thing. But don't think that you're weak because you're choosing to remain calm. You know, as an air sign, we can get a little amped up sometimes if we're provoked. You know, air signs are particular calm. You know, Geminis are interesting because, you know, they are the twins, right? So it kind of catches the day with them, you know. But for an Aquarius, and Libra as well, you know, we kind of need to be poked a few times, and before we kind of act out of anger or have that fire. You know, we do tend to remain calm, but don't feel like you're weak because you're remaining calm in this situation, okay? And most importantly, you are never alone. Okay, you're not alone. And again, I feel like this message is for the Aquariuses that I was connecting with earlier. You know, you are never alone. All right. And so sometimes it is a simple, you know, just kind of reaching out to somebody if you need to, or just sitting there and doing just a nice gentle meditation, you know, just to realize that, you know, you aren't alone. You know, there are people that care. There are people out there that care about you, okay? You're not alone, okay? And most importantly, just learn from your mistakes. And I feel like some of the Aquariuses that I was connecting with earlier, they felt like they were making a big mistake, okay? And, you know, we'll see how your tarot ends up coming out, but just learn from the mistake, you know? You can forgive yourself for anything that you're partaking in, but just learn from the mistakes that have happened. Just learn from them, okay? They're the lessons. They are the lessons of life, okay? And, you know, without making mistakes, we can't learn, okay? So messages for Aquarius, for love, universe. What messages do you have for Aquarius, for love? I'm going to pull you a few cards for my moon deck here. Let's see what we have. Just what I was talking about. Okay, faith. Faith, okay? You have to have faith. And you're not alone, okay? You're never alone. Have faith that people are there for you. Even if you're sitting there and you're having, you know, a tough day, you know, sit in a form of meditation or to say, hey, you know you're not alone. Just have faith in your situation. Have faith that you can learn from the mistakes that you've made. See them as the lessons for what they are so you can start to ascend. Okay, you're supposed to ascend to greater things, okay? And for the fact that you're not learning from these mistakes or blocking this opportunity for you to ascend to the next phase of your life of what you're supposed to be doing, okay? And you need to trust, okay? Trust and have faith, okay? You need to trust and have the faith, both of these, that things are going to improve. You're going to learn from the lessons that you needed to learn. And things will improve, okay? Let's pull a couple angel cards for you guys. Universe, what messages do you have for Aquarius for love, December 2020? I was having a hard time shuffling this deck for you guys earlier too. Still appears to be that way. Alright, so let's see. Let's see what comes out. Have compassion for yourself, most importantly. Okay, so you have Goddess of Compassion. Self-criticism is diminishing your sense of self-worth. Okay, and so this comes again, you know, just have faith that you can learn from this mistake. You can learn from it, okay? Don't sit here and beat yourself up about it, okay? And for Goddess, you also got Goddess of the Shadows. what you perceive to be your dark side holds hidden treasures, okay? And so this is what is going to help you to start to ascend to the next level, the new phase of your life. Something new is just coming your way, okay? And so you need to learn from these mistakes and see them as lessons so you can get to that next point in your life, okay? Aquarius, December 2020 for love. Aquarius, December 2020 for love. Messages we have. Universe. Let's see what else comes out for you guys. I'm going to take one more. There we go. Had this come out for Cancer the other day as well. Okay, the wishing well. Okay, so, you know, again, just learning from your mistakes, you know, coming to wishing, okay? Wishing is, you know, it is a sense of faith. You know, there is a sense of hope there, okay? So come to this place and realize to have the faith to, you know, ask and to wish for something new. Try to manifest something new so you can learn from these mistakes, okay? And ride the wave, okay? Ride the wave. Just take the experience for what it is. Take the mistake for what it is and turn it into a lesson and find a way to move on, okay? And because everything's in the details. And we'll see how your tarot cards come out, but everything is always in the details. And with this card in particular, I feel this is more in direct towards a relationship here, that there are things being left out here, okay? So we'll see what details might be left out to where you felt like you made a mistake, but you necessarily might have not made a mistake, but a particular individual might have made you feel like you made a mistake, but you may not have. Okay, so I'm gonna move these here. Okay, so let's get into your tarot here. Okay, love reading for Aquarius, December 2020 for love. Universe, what messages do you have for Aquarius, December 2020 for love? Aquarius, December 2020 for love. What messages do you have for Aquarius, December 2020 for love? Alright, let's see here. Very similar, somewhat similar to what I saw earlier. Okay, so this is, there are similarities. Okay, so, you know, to the Aquarius, yeah, this is very similar. Okay, very similar. In some ways, and different in others. But the same message is coming across, okay? Again, you're dealing with a Capricorn and a Cancer, okay? And this is probably why you felt like you might have made a mistake, or someone made you feel like you made a mistake, because honestly, you were just trying to go for your happiness and trying to find a way to be happy. And overall, the Cancer wasn't making you happy here, so, but we'll talk a little more about that. Okay. Alright, so right here is the Seven of Pentacles, okay? And when it's in reverse, it's not wanting to put forth much effort, okay? And this same card came out earlier for you guys, alright? But, this is, you know, dealing with the Capricorn, but it isn't so much that, you know, the Capricorn doesn't want to be there for you, but they kind of feel indifferent in the fact that you're still so focused on the cancer that's in your life, okay? And and you have the Star, and this is also in reverse. This has a lot to do um with, I guess, putting too much effort in into somebody, okay? This is also your card, okay? This is a sign of Aquarius, all right? And you've been putting forth so much effort trying to figure out what you want that you're just totally flipped. You don't know really how to refill your well. You are at a state of being lost, okay? But I feel like that time is changing because, you do have the Five of Pentacles here. So you're starting to see the Pentacles, so you're starting to see the light. You're not lipping around, okay? Normally when the Five of Pentacles is like this, it's more of a sense of abandonment and not being sure about things. But with it in reverse like this, you're starting to see the light, okay? So you're not so much lipping around, but you're just trying to figure out really what you are wanting, okay? Because with the Ace of Swords here, this is dealing with air signs, okay? Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, okay? There has been such a lack of communication that you don't know what to do. With this individual, you don't know how to communicate with them, and anytime that you try to communicate with them, they always make you feel like you are always picking a fight, starting an argument that you're not trying to start, okay? And you have the moon here as well, and this is with Pisces for those that resonate with this. But I do feel like this is more in connection with Cancer, okay? Because Cancers always look to the moon to find answers, okay? And so in this situation, you are dealing with a Cancer, alright? And they're just not communicating well. They're not communicating well. You guys just aren't communicating well together. And with the Hanged Man here, you haven't, nobody has had the sense of enlightenment here in this situation. So you definitely feel kind of stuck in this situation, okay? And you really thought that this individual was going to bring you happiness, but with the Lovers in reverse here, and this is a card of Gemini as well, but it just wasn't what you hoped it would be. Not even close, okay? It just wasn't. And with the Death card here, it's time to just move on. Allow this relationship to end, so you can be anew. So you can move on to the next phase in your life. If you feel like this relationship was a mistake, then that's fine. It's totally fine. Just move forward, okay? And here you have Justice, okay? And this is the sign of Libra, alright? And with this situation, with you being able to find forgiveness for yourself or learning from your mistakes here, I feel like this relationship taught you a lot of lessons, okay? And so, the justice that it's being served is the fact that you're actually learning the lessons that you needed to learn, okay? And so that's going to lead to your Ten of Cups, okay? That's going to lead to your happiness when you can truly see the mistake that you made and take it for the lesson that it is. It's going to bring you to the happiness that it's really supposed to be, okay? Because like I said, talking about Cancer here, Eight of Cups, because they're allowing their cups to kind of spill everywhere, okay? So, with the Ten of Cups, this is dealing with water signs too, okay? So Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. But this is more directed towards your happiness, okay? To where this is of Cancer, okay? They allowed all of their cups to spill over, and they're sitting here with the Chariot, and they're just moving away from you. Moving away from the situation. This situation definitely feels like it was more of a waste of time for you than anything else. And somehow this Cancer made you feel like you truly made a mistake. When you never did. And it wasn't you. You know, it was their choice. You know, choices that Cancer made, a place that the Cancer was. The Cancer wasn't in a healthy place to begin with, but they made you feel like everything was your fault. So allow this Cancer to continue to move forward, okay? And with the Six of Cups here, you know, I feel like this Cancer is finally going to find their happiness. They're going to be able to find their answers as they continue to move forward. But I don't feel that that is going to be in connection with you. You know, I think by, you know, you guys separating or by ending this relationship, both of you are going to find more of a sense of happiness. But with the Wheel of Fortune here, in the reverse, this isn't necessarily a situation that's completed. So there are going to still be decisions that need to be made within this relationship. Um, and you have to decide if it's going to work for you or not. You know, Cancer's going to have to decide as well. But by the end of it, you know, with the Sun, it's going to lead to a lot of happiness. So whether if you decide to leave, and which, you know, the feeling that I have, you know, I just got a twisting motion in my stomach. I feel like it's better just to let this Cancer go and let them kind of figure themselves out, you know, because in this direct line as well, it's interesting because we have the moon, we have the moon, we have the sun, and we have the Ten of Cups here. And the Ten of Cups is actually in the middle. So by going through the darkness, you're going to find happiness here. You know, it's all connected. You know, because you can't have light without darkness, right? And so I think this is a real transformation time for the both of you. You know, and so, you know, it's probably better just to move forward, let Cancer figure out what they're going to do. But we'll throw some clarifiers on here real quick and see what we get. Alright, Aquarius for love for December 2020. Aquarius for love, December 2020. Aquarius for love, December 2020. Alright, let's see. Alright. So you just had some of the fire sign come out too. Alright, so you're having some fire here. Some cups. Alright, so you are going. Alright, so where you had that Hanged Man before, where you didn't really have a sense of enlightenment, you're getting to that place where you definitely are going to have that sense of enlightenment, okay? And you know it's going to be in your best interest. It's interesting because Death came out again. So I wonder if there's an Aquarius that has a real tight connection with Scorpio as well. But I feel like that has more to do with family than anything else. You know, you had the King of Wands here. And so, you know, and this is dealing with fire signs, okay? And so, with Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, but, you know, I think, you know, you finally decided to stand up for yourself in this situation. And by doing that, you know, you're going to find your happiness. And I don't know if that's why you felt like you made a mistake by letting this Cancer go. But it was needed, okay? Because with the Eight of Wands in reverse here, you weren't getting the messages. You weren't getting the communication. You know, the Cancer just wasn't communicating in the way that they should have. You know, but that's what kind of brought you to the sense of enlightenment here, of your next step of what you needed to do. And it's like either I end this or we're going to be stuck in this same cycle, and you didn't want to be stuck. But with the Seven of Cups here, it's not like you wanted more options or that you have a lot of options, that you have somebody else out there, okay? And I don't feel like Cancer does either. But it's just time for you guys to kind of separate and go into a new direction. And again, because that's what's going to bring you to a happy place. Again, you're going to find the sun, okay? And here you had the Page of Cups. And I feel like this has more to do with the Cancer. You know, they're just trying to find their phase, okay? Because the passionate love with the Ace of Wands here, the passionate love that used to be here just isn't here anymore, okay? It's not what it used to be, and that's why, you know, yet again the Death card is here, okay? Matching twice. You know, you need to let things go so they can become anew. All right, just let this Cancer go. Let them find themselves and figure it out. And, you know, if something comes back later, then it comes back later, but don't try to fight it. But I do feel like there is a particular Aquarius out there that is dealing with her Scorpio as well. There is a tight connection with the Scorpio, so but I feel like that has more to do with family, you know, so not too sure what's going on there. But with the High Priestess being here, and again with the High Priestess, I do explain this in a few of my videos, where the B and the J are, okay? The J is of light and the B is darkness, okay? So it's positive and negative light. And right now this Cancer is of the negative, on the negative side of things, okay? And so they're not making you happy. They're not making you happy. So I think it's best for now to let it go. Allow this Cancer to continue to move away, move in the direction that they want to go, and, you know, allow yourself the time to figure out more of what you want for yourself, okay? Because ultimately, it's not worth staying in a relationship if you're not getting anything that really makes you happy overall. If it doesn't make you happy, it's not worth it. It's not worth staying in a relationship just because you don't want to be alone. Because you're not, right? You're never alone. You're never alone. And I think by you making this decision, somehow you felt like it's a mistake when it's not. Just learn the lessons from this relationship and be willing to move forward. Okay? Be willing to move forward. And that's really important out of everything. Just be willing to move forward. Okay? That's all I have for you guys tonight. Thank you so much for being here with me and this being here and watching this video. Again, if you would like to support my channel, just hit the like and subscribe button. If this resonated with you, definitely hit the like button so I know that. And just reach out with a comment. Let me know what you think. And yeah, and like I said, you know, by letting this Cancer go, you're not making a mistake. You didn't make a mistake. To see it for the lesson for that it is, and just be able to work on yourself, heal yourself, and be willing to move forward, okay? I look forward to seeing you guys in January 2021. Getting close, just a few weeks away. Hopefully a better year all together. But yeah, I'll plan on seeing you guys then. Yeah, so that's about it. Have a good night. Bye.